Hello, everybody! Peter here, I'm playing from the gaming, doing a reacts to the opening night live of Gamescom.
Welcome to the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show.
Okay, this is the pre-show.
I'm Kyle Bossman, and this is my hot and stinky apartment. Is a game that was just announced
Alright,
earlier this year. And
so
Xbox
we're going to be looking at the trailers of the pre-show currently. I am here for the Bungie reveal for the most part, because Destiny's supposed to have a major reveal, but I will skip through the different things that they show, see if there's anything of interest. Now, this looks like it could be interesting, maybe, possibly. Hello, Sonic. Glad you're a big fan. Very JRPG type feel. Scarlet Nexus. Xbox Series X, Xbox One. It's Bandai Namco, so yeah. So it'd be neat.
If you're just now joining us, this is the Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020 pre-show. That was a trailer for a video game and not an anime, and I'm Kyle Bossman, not important. For the next 20 minutes,
really don't care what you gotta say. All I know is we get revealed. Okay. Sorry about that one. Oh, here we go.
They're about to exclusively reveal the first ever car made with gamers.
And Team Godzilla was born. And that was just the beginning. In May we launched Project P1 to design a car in collaboration with gamers for gaming. This project was a global first and our designers let their imagination go wild. So on to our first global announcement. Please welcome our first ever Team Godzilla Project P1 model.
Not really a game reveal, but it's neat nonetheless. A car designed by gamers. That's interesting.
Our second global announcement. You got us so excited with Project P1 that we are now committing to make a real world version of this groundbreaking car.
Yeah, and apparently they're going to be making it into a real thing.
If I didn't have games, I guess I would just be writing a lot more. Video games and writing, absolutely my two favorite passions, and I just met
Opening Night Live. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Kyle. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Back in
Game. There's a game. I don't care about the people. All I care about is dirt. It's like a dirt game. Dirt 5. And if you guys missed it earlier, me and my brother did a Fortnite stream earlier on Twitch. Twitch.tv/family_friendly_gaming to catch us live. Oh, it's gonna be one of those where you can make your own like stages and then race them and upload them for people to race in. Has potential. I think I remember my father saying he didn't care for the games, but I mean, it could have potential. Dirt 5. Menacing. To be continued. Neat. Unfortunately, as a Codemasters, I mean, it might be okay.
So you think like a vampire bit a car? Sucked out gas? And sucked out gas? To be continued. To be continued.
Creatures.
Number 2. Ooh, number 2. Everything else in my life sucks right now. And the number 1 reason to be excited for
There we go, new world premiere. Pretty much caught up. Hello there, Peanut. I'm glad you're enjoying the FFG React streams. Right now we're reacting to something that I'm presuming is some sort of Jurassic game.
Well,
Yeah, looks like some sort of Jurassic. Maybe VR? Again?
in control. And control, well,
Yeah, this
here's
is
the thing.
the app, isn't it?
Humanity is desperate.
No! They ported the app to the Switch.
But we never really possess it.
They ported the city building app to the Switch.
Can be tenacious and stubborn. Life will not be contained. And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the power of what we're up against and still believing that we can win.
November 3rd. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, that's interesting, so let's see.
That's it. That's all we have for you in this very pre-show. Please be excited for the actual opening night
Here we
live,
go.
in which you'll see some Destiny 2, you'll see Fall Guys Season 2, you'll see Black
Hey,
Ops
no, you
3,
might want to get over here.
that mysterious PlayStation 5 demo.
No,
Some things
just
we've
not yet, not yet, not yet. I'll tell you. There's supposed to be something for Fall Guys Season 2.
I'm personally excited about it. Me, I should thank you actually for putting up with my nonsense for the last 20 minutes.
You see, I didn't.
But seriously,
I just skipped through it. I came near the end.
What's the plan?
Try to take control of our
Grounded.
when we feel out of place, disconnected, and divided.
I think they grounded up.
Over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign. They can name them and pick a military background and really pretend they are that Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take some of our missions and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty
Hey, I
action
think we're
and these
live.
linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative.
I think we're good again. Sorry about that. Chat seems to... The stream crashed. I'm keeping it going.
That Black Ops has always been willing to take risks, and we all know they did some of this in Black Ops 2, and with our story and with these features, we love playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right, well Dan, we are excited to see more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to see?
Absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls of the development studio. This is a scene from earlier in the game, and it's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Alright.
1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968.
Currently having some issues.
Card soldiers orchestrated by Perseus attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West. Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact.
There we go. Currently, it is the Call of Duty Cold War reveal. We're supposed to be getting some sort of. Let's see, his chat pops up. There we go. Supposed to be getting information on Destiny and Fall Guys coming up.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die.
Why do you say that?
Every time Perseus is gonna pull that shit.
Bungie has not happened yet. However, they have posted on their Twitter that something will be happening. And this is the start of the event. They haven't given an indication of when. However, 3 of the main things that were indicated in this event were Fall Guys, the Call of Duty Black Ops, which is the Black Ops Cold War, and Destiny 2's first look at Stasis.
Mr. President. Sir. Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names.
Hey, it's Reagan.
I think approved their last mission. Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular, most likely illegal if the press gets hold.
What the hell are you talking about? You know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
We're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way.
Favorite Destiny subclass? That's a hard one. My favorite is probably...
And while few people will know of your struggles,
Probably still Hammers, but they're not very good in comparison to like Bottom Tree Striker or Middle Tree Striker, which are the dominant options in Bubble. For Warlocks, my favorite, I would say Dawnblade, but after those buffs, I just can't play it the same way I used to be able to, because it feels so cheesy. So probably Stormcaller for them, top tree, and then for Hunters, I'm someone who just prefers like Mobius Quiver Tether. But I will use Arc Staff / Spectral Blades to win matches, because both of them are absolutely busted. It's nothing yet. I don't know what this is. Oh. Is this a JoJo reference? I smell a stand. Is this the work of an enemy stand? Unknown Awakening. Unknown 9 Awakening? Yes, it is funny, JoJo. Rock. Brick go by. It could be Dio. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna get to, you know.
Alright, let's
let's get to the
Doom.
gameplay. One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal. Tonight we've got an exclusive first look at the campaign expansion called the Ancient Gods.
Alright, here's what's gonna happen. For the sake of monetization, we're stopping here for a couple minutes. Anyone in chat have anything they want to talk about? Because I already know if I press spacebar, we're going to be greeted with something probably pretty bloody. And just do a little sneak peek. Yeah. We'll wait a bit. We'll wait a bit and then go forward because I'm trying to not have a funny little yellow S. That'd be very, very pog. So what I'm gonna do is bada bing. Boom. That's not it. That's not it. Hold up. Family. There it is. Alright. So I'm going to set it up like this so that I know when it's done I can switch it back. Took me a second.
Wait, it's Halo?
No. This is Doom. And I'm trying to keep the monetization, so.
Doom what? Doom?
It's a Doom Eternal.
Oh, so then now that makes it too loud.
Peanut, it is currently Doom, so I took it off to save our monetization. My thoughts on the new subclasses is I don't know what to expect from them, which is why I'm watching this, because from what they've shown, the Hunter subclass looks to be yet another year of Hunters receiving something completely unbalanced. But I'm hoping that this is over soon so that I can switch it back for the sake of our monetization.
To the Fall Guys.
But yeah, there's a decent amount of blood on the screen right now. And they have been since the beginning of D2. And if we're going to be having Destiny for a minimum of 3 more years, yes, that was Noah that came in the right and left. For a minimum of 3 more years, I don't want the paradigm to continue to be Hunters. I want it to switch up, even if that means it being Warlocks. Like, I don't care. I just don't want it to be Hunters again. There we go. Because Noah is currently grinding the new Fortnite season so that he can bring better content in his future streams. He will be coming in for the Fall Guys portion, though. But he is currently trying to unlock things so that he can show it off in future streams. BioWare.
There's amazing people in the industry. There's amazing stories to be told with other people. I love that character so much.
We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The world of Dragon Age really has got it all. Frontier stories, it's got mystery, it's got hard-boiled detective stories, and of course it's all wrapped up in kind of fantasy.
This game is most likely going to be him. So I'm hovering over the thing to try to not have blood all over our screen, hopefully. But I don't think that game was too bloody. And I never played it.
About the future of Dragon Age. This is an original world. original flora, original wildlife, original architecture. That makes it fun to explore and discover.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
For the game we're working on now, we want to tell a story. What happens when you don't have power? What happens when the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues?
The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Dog.
Something we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really
Dog. Let me go get dog. There is dog. I must get dog.
for you.
Characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him.
No, there was dog. Now I must bring dog. No.
What will they call you when this is over?
One of the forerunners in using motion matching
It is the
technology,
tyrant.
and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players want that suspension of disbelief.
Yes, dog.
This beautiful collection of digital pixels is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well.
Spider. The spider has hands.
Nobody dies on my watch.
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
Next up, it's time for something special.
Hey, that's Back to the Future. She does.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future? Yes, we know who you are, but what's your fear? I didn't come back from the future to this precise moment.
Let's see. I might be able to get her to bark. Maybe.
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from the large side invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility.
Nah, she doesn't seem enticed by it right now.
7 years later, we digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access
Looks like a surgeon simulator. She's more intent on sleeping. You have Surgeon Simulator too.
So you're saying a world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere. Avengers 26 on the trail of the son of Thanos, opening in 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Terminator 2.
Do you want to be set down? You're fighting me. Do you want to be set down? Oh, it has multiplayer. Surgeon Simulator. Yeah, she's gone back. Alpha B, Nate. Oh, they accidentally cut his head off. It's on the Epic Game Store. Unfortunate.
Doc Brown introducing Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator. Opening night live. All right, well, if you thought that crossover was kind of crazy, wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
Head up. Some sort of zombie survival? Walking Dead, mayhaps? I have an echo? Hold up. See if that fixes it. Are you able to hear it as well? Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead. Yeah. See if that fixes the echo. Coming in 2020 to Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PS5, PS4, and I didn't read all of them.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Wikipedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of two classic characters that I love. Check this out.
What two? Skepticism intensifies.
In a world gone strange, one elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help. Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
That's neat.
Sam, I'm blind. Oh, hello, miss.
That's the IGN post show. You shouldn't be hearing echo at all. I don't know why it's doing that.
The return of Sam and Max. All right, and now it's time to say hello to my wonderful
lower
host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone?
Alright, so we shouldn't be having it. There's the IGN host.
Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch game,
Little Nightmares 1.
Little Nightmares
2.
2. Huge congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as Gamescom Studio, where you can find me and my co-hosts for all day long games content, interviews, dev talks, and more. Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Well, if it's a world premiere, it can't be Destiny.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Or Fall
Sam.
Guys.
We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the
Hey,
next
World of Warcraft.
Warcraft expansion, players will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe.
I'm currently trying to do some things to the mic that will hopefully make the thing better. That way I can also hear easily. Alright, filters.
Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond.
Noise
so
suppression.
Sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion.
Alright,
the first
so,
Blizzard Entertainment's
can you guys still hear me?
series of animated shorts
You should be able to hear me better.
Enjoy.
Hopefully. So, test. Can you hear an echo? So you can hear me and hopefully not an echo? We're gonna find out. But it doesn't seem like there's that much of an echo. I can always enhance the noise suppression, but what I did is I added a noise suppression option so that we shouldn't be able to hear echo. Oh, I know that you can hear me. It's just a matter of, can you hear echo? Matthew says no. Alright, cool. Well, we'll find out when he talks again. But I suppressed the noise so that when I'm having the speakers play the audio, you guys don't hear it, hopefully. I'm isolating the audio from the mic so that it's just from me. Like, if I move away, you're not going to be able to hear me as well. But if I'm actually on it, it's going to make it harder for two people.
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks.
The problem with the fix before was I had to turn the audio off for the guy. I couldn't hear him at all.
Souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen, I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought.
No idea. I don't know what's going on with these blue people.
Trust the path.
Devos, how long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The Order
of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command, my Archon. Uther, the time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself. The moment he falls, we will claim him.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Bye-bye. Not so friendly white hair buddy, go die. Blue man don't like you. I forget that was WoW.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that exclusive look at Bastion. Now, we know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait is almost over.
World premiere. Oh, it's just WoW. I don't play WoW. It's a lot of time commitment.
October 27th, it is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet & Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
All I want.
They have returned. They corrupted. Divided. Conquered. Until finally, the gates of the celestial realm.
It's a world premiere of the new DLC coming out, the new expansion into the Shadowlands. That's what they were world premiering.
Vengeance made manifest. Unbound. Unbroken. We will take back what the dead have ravaged.
Hey, Warhammer. Why is the echo so prevalent? I don't know why it's so prevalent with him. I'm about to increase the noise suppression.
In June, I had some masked fun with my buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. With the game coming in October,
Test?
Crash, of course, had to come back for opening
No.
night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot. What? He's where?
Yes, it is indeed Crash Bandicoot. And the robot.
Well, Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom, but to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob. Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
I shall be right back. Give me a second.
Kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Yeah, so the way that the flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peek back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard, and they're really awesome, and they're super creative, and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
All right, I'm back.
Sure, so players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying.
We're going to do this.
Kind of our homage to the Death Route.
Chat's going to become a bit harder to read because of what I'm doing, but I shall
and then once they get them, they'll get access to
do
these
my
unique
best.
levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun stuff?
I'm working on bringing up the audio.
Experience, and what do they get to do in them?
It's not for you yet.
Sure, so one of the things that we did was we actually...
And you're not going to be able to hear when you come over.
Like I said, puzzle rooms. Really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about.
Because I currently am going to be listening through my headphones.
It was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective.
You have to bring it up on your own.
This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the games before.
Awesome. All right, well, Crash 4, It's About Time looks phenomenal, Lou. We cannot wait to check it out in October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Did I fall behind? Yes,
awesome.
I have.
Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
I have become terror.
Oh no. I looked away for half a second. Half a second.
That obliterates without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me.
Leave as a champion. This is it.
Alright. Well, this is absolute chaos. Give me a second. No idea how long this is gonna be. I can't switch fast enough. They are going so rapid fire between. I might just start playing it, and then, like, at this point, we're probably already demonetized. I have tried it. I tried it. Alright. It's a bit late now.
Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworth, and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin, and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as
Sorry, I cannot see chat right now if you guys are talking. I'll catch up in a second.
Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos. Gang warfare.
Alright.
For wealth. For power.
So I just have to wait for this thing to finish, and then I will be caught up on my phone and there, and I'll have it sunk. So pretty much around that time. There we go. Alright. So I can switch it over to boom. Boom. There we go. Hello there, Disha.
O futuro dos jogos, além de realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como
Does it got in a different language?
artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução obviamente gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
All right.
You know, one of the things I love about opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar.
I'm pretty much together.
Next game. It comes from a team of two in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
All right. That's neat. So it's supposed to be a completely destructible environment, like, absolutely. Every single bit. Which explains why its graphics are kind of low, because you have to render in all those entities. The perfect heist. And he's out of here. Looks interesting.
Last year at Opening Night Live, we announced Little Nightmares 2 to the world. Well, the team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
Bandai Namco. Not my style of game, but I know there's gonna be some people that like it. Little Nightmares 2. Bam, bam. February 11th. WWE Battlegrounds.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer
Hey, it's Jerry Lawler. He has a barbecue thing near us.
Arcade-style video game is over-the-top outrageous, with over 70 WWE superstars and legends brawling it out like never before. Oh no, hold on to your toupee, Morrow. Look out below. WWE is L-I-T. You know, I'm a little more old school than Morrow, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE action. Oh, wow. Take that, Morrow. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. And now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup. Oh, look out, Morrow. The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him! Oh, no! He just hit the snooze button. How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends? This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're going to experience when you head to the battlegrounds. Whew, that's a big toy hammer. Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Seth Rollins delivers the stomp. What a night. What a night. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and brawl without limits. Mamma mia! Oh, sorry, Morrow. I know that's your line.
All right.
Hello again. I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Where's it at? There it is. I'll save what I can.
The winner of Best Action Game is Star Wars
Okay, Star Wars Squadrons will not let me go back. Yeah. It's because it's meant to be like their little toys they have.
Operation Tango.
Operation Tango. It takes two to save the world.
I used to be an explorer. The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
Reminds me of like Oregon Trail.
Did not believe what I had witnessed. It was time for the world to learn my name. Congratulations to all the winners! As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN.
Halo.
We've turned the single biggest show in gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up-to-the-second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late-night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indies Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
All right.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy. We've missed those. In Squadrons, you'll suit up and fly for both the New Republic and the Galactic Empire across intense 5v5 multiplayer battles, as well as an all-new, authentic single-player story set after the events of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Today, we'll get a glimpse at what Squadron's story has to offer by taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
We all choose our path, light or dark,
Leia.
freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new Republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new Republic before we find our footing. As their Empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the New Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Squadrons.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons. Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron. Hunt down this Starhawk and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Slane.
Over the course of the story, you'll fly as 2 pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons, you'll have the option to experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
That's neat.
Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today,
Most
we're
likely.
giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial
Eventually.
mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies.
It's supposed to be having a completely VR mode, which is what they're representing right now.
Your mission is to extract
Not just the actual, like, flying, but the entire cutscenes and all of it.
You'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses.
But I don't know. I'm willing to try that in VR at least once.
You will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorn. Once Thorn is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Ladies, change course and keep Agent
I couldn't care less about the story. I'm about to go to the restroom.
Take out those fighters. Understood. I'll handle it.
You have my thanks, Titan Squadron.
No time to celebrate. Move on.
Go, go, go!
Each mission will immerse you into the escalating conflict between the New Republic and a shattered empire. debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters, and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian abyss, the story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
I'm back. $10:02.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired The Sims' latest game.
The Sims.
Check this out.
Glasses. I used to play a lot of The Sims. My problem with it eventually just became, I don't like the changes they did in 4. The gameplay system just feels so different. The loop is wildly different. It's just something I didn't enjoy anymore. Stop giving me world premieres.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come, the reveal of that, which I can't wait for you guys to see. And of course, a gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank.
Nobody cares. Show us Destiny.
Right now, you might remember this next game from Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event. And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of this year's most intriguing indie titles, and now they've added an absolutely...
It's not a new Lego Star Wars, Peanut. It's just them remastering the Skywalker Saga, something we already have. They're just going to be moving it up. That's it. Don't get your hopes up.
Close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing. Moving backward. Returning to its bud. Think of that bud. Unopened. Look at it as a whole. Then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show. Now, last year at the Game Awards, we announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC from Counterplay. Tonight, we've got a quick sneak peek of one of the new Valor plates with more footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020. Check this out.
Moth. 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 Well, that person kind of sucks, huh?
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2. Wait until you see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today, it's also on Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
We're gonna play this one safe. I'll cut back I'll cut back if it deems itself worthy. I don't remember there being that much blood, but still. There's some.
Was what it wanted to. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
But before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
So many people have been discovering or rediscovering video games during lockdown, whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who suddenly find they have to do something together with their kids. And I think I've given out more advice about video games in 2020 than any other time ever. And as a result, it's more important than ever that we keep making different, interesting things for folk to play.
A pandemia pela qual a gente está passando tem sido um período difícil a todos. Então, nesse momento, eu acho que a gente precisa lembrar de mostrar mais empatia, demonstrar mais amor, mais carinho e saber que a gente vai sair dessa juntos. Vai ser difícil, mas isso tudo vai passar.
I hope everybody gets healthy and safely through this coronavirus time.
He looks so excited here to be here.
And wear your masks.
Jogos são, na minha opinião pessoal, a forma de arte mais incrível de se expressar. Eles englobam tudo: música, arte, escrita, e você tem a chance de controlar e vivenciar essas experiências você mesmo. É mágico, é maravilhoso. Jogos são por amor.
Well, that's gonna be copyrighted, most likely. Unless I mute it, there's nothing I can do about it, and it's a bit late now. Super Mech League. Neat. I don't think I will. I'm quite fine not signing up for that beta.
All right, guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great
Got another
stuff
hour.
to show you. Destiny
There we
2
go,
Beyond
finally.
Light Stasis, you're going to see a brand new look at that. Fall Guys.
So all the stuff's
Season
gonna
2
be
and
in the
Ratchet
second
& Clank
hour.
for PlayStation
Oh, why
5,
didn't they just say
so
that?
much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction.
It's gonna be Mafia, so I
Check this out.
decided not to give them any more reason to demonetize it.
All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing.
Yeah, this is just
that's
a
important to
Mafia
any of us.
trailer, so.
You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
But we're now entering the second hour, and in the second hour, we're supposed to be getting the games that are more interesting to us. Things like Ratchet and... I'm interested sort of in Ratchet and Clank, even though it's probably just going to be like the old ones. Destiny is my main game. My brother plays Fall Guys, so he'll be interested in that.
Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high lifetime. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
Alright.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada. Lemnis Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop.
A lot of time loops. Must be the fad. Oh, I think I see how this works. Yeah. Change the timeline. Sounds neat. Probably not my cup of tea, but it's neat. I'm actually gonna go stretch. I'll be right back.
Next spring, get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look.
I'm telling you, it's just gonna be rehash of what we already had. That's usually how these collections are.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear.
Very familiar. Familiar.
By the dark
Uh-huh.
side. Young Skywalker has become.
So they just, like, increase the quality of it, essentially. Sounds like they built it from the ground up, but I mean, like, it's the same thing.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Only real new thing would maybe be the new movie, so that's about it.
The Force will be with you always.
It'll be something that'll likely end up being streamed.
Not him, the Falcon.
But a lot of it just looks like it's remastered.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me. So be it, Jedi.
Doesn't look like it's coming to the series. Oh yeah, it is. They just don't have a case for the Series X. Looks like. Interesting. Very interesting.
Man, Lego Star Wars looks so fun coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor, Above and Beyond, and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Alright, game on Switch tonight. That's an odd thing. You can have 2 players controlling it. My guess is with each one Joy-Con, and my assumption would be that you control each of the arms with like a stick and the triggers and bumpers. Is my assumption at the very least. Switch and Steam. Red Bull. Xbox. Please be something interesting. And not just Assassin's Creed? Don't be. Alright. Nope. Age of Empires. That's my guess. Age of Empires coming to Xbox. I hope. I would enjoy that. I do like city builders. Two new civilizations. The Inca. The Swedes. Two new game modes, historical battles, the Art of War challenge missions, cross-platform multiplayer, that's interesting. Watching is cool. Yeah, I was right. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Pre-order now. Available October 15th. Game Pass for PC. Oh, it's not on console. Feels bad.
Where are we? We're near Little Hope. Did you hear that?
Once more proof is needed that the devil walks among us in Little Hope.
Oh, there's no more proof needed. I'm just gonna, you know, not show that. And we're just gonna wait. For a couple seconds. Forza. Oh no, Project Cars. We got a new Project Cars on the way. Alright. There's a bit of delay on my end, but I can see it up there.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out, this new reboot of Assassin's Creed, so to speak, that was my first time getting into it, and I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
At the moment, I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
I have a few games that I binge play, games that I return to every year. Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although, much like my house, my island is still a complete 10.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why.
Why don't you tell me why?
Well, after a big day of Gamescom events and announcements, you'll be happy to know that IGN is going to help you digest all that info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights and a late-night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Dontnod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. As we know, there's a lot going on in the world, and that goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts,
There's also
in
Battletoads.
the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games, and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together. And I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together to do some good is the Gamescom Forest. Gamescom has launched a reforestation project by planting a Gamescom forest together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together.
That doesn't sound like Destiny.
Now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware. Here is the first look at gameplay from Chorus.
We're gonna play it safe. I'll cut back if it proves itself to me. But I hear those words, a dark shooter. And I just know. Alright, if I go back to you, are you gonna disappoint me the second I do? Better not disappoint me the second I put it back. I really hope it doesn't disappoint me the second I just put it back. Alright, so it would have been fine. I just wanted to make sure. It's best to be safe.
How many crowns have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely is Fall Guys from Mediatonic in London and Devolver. This game is setting records and putting a much-needed smile
this
on
goes in
everyone's
your
face.
right ear.
Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best.
Right.
Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new stuff coming, and tonight, Mediatonic is about to give you an exclusive sneak peek at what's next get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
He has a HyperX, I believe. Same headset I have.
Enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
New rounds.
In Season 2, you'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate game show glory.
Enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches to development, but if you want to stay up to date, then @FallGuysGame on Twitter is where you want to be. See you on the start line.
Alright, you can take it out if you want. And I can go back to watching. That was the Fall Guys.
Has Colorado in the palm of his
No,
hand.
this isn't.
And he's afraid to close his fist. I am not.
Well, that was the Fall Guys news. That was a good call.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. To Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay and die alone.
That is Wasteland 3. That is most likely going to be M. Yeah, Peggy 18. I made a good call switching it before we got anywhere.
I really haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Com certeza, jogos multiplayer preenchem completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento. E é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with tournaments.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music, or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Someone came for another visit.
I'm Vince Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment. When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots. The Medal of Honor franchise is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit. Peter and I actually worked together on Medal of Honor Allied Assault in 2002, and I'm really happy he's joined us at Respawn to craft a completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. And we could not be more excited to show the world the next look at Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
You can lay down.
Action-packed story. Let's take a look.
You want to commentate? Uh-oh.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
This one's likely gonna be bloody, so.
Welcome to France, gentlemen. I lead the local resistance cell. Something big is happening inside Gestapo headquarters, and we don't know what it is.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Members of the resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this war. But you really should stop. There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
I think someone wants to be let down.
Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Do you want backup in my lab? No.
Like I said, boom.
There are things and people I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Thank you so much, Vince. That looks incredible. And now we're here with Respawn Entertainment's Peter Hirschman, game director on Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Metal, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on. And the story follows you as a player being recruited into the Office of Strategic Services, commonly known as the OSS. And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials now, the CIA. But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure. Act one is working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act two is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes, we don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate and emotional connection with the characters and the things going on around you. It was an incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building that emotional connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's so much there to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience, but I hear you might also be doing MP too?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time. You spend much of your career trying to
I'm getting some audio, Terry.
natural human movements to a controller, and just figuring out things like making it feel good, and one of the hardest ones is leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck, you just duck, and how you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is just, it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all the more real. And when you put that into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level. So we are shipping, in addition to the campaign, we are shipping a full suite of VR modes, including a few that you can only do in VR. And we're really excited about people playing those, after it comes out.
Wow, well, definitely a full-blown VR experience. I gotta say, I'm really excited to put the headset on and try this. And it's
all right, next time screen changes, I have to pause it. I'm getting behind.
Holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelt. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved in.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back, and in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
All right.
The world was broken.
There we go. Now I'm closer.
Fractured by the magic the Vowkeepers said they would protect us from. Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used. But I am a battle mage. I have broken my vow, and now I fight to break free.
The Battle Mage VR or BR? Maybe the Battle Royale. I feel like it is. Nah, it's definitely not Windwalker. I don't know. Spellbreak. Launching September 3rd. All of the ads. Destiny. Nah. How dare they? They really gonna tease me like that? Game Pass Ultimate. Stop teasing me with it, show it to me.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well. Every year at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Stop teasing me. I don't appreciate this.
アミガのサウンドそのものも素晴らしいと思いました。日本じゃ本当に聞いたことがなかった音楽でした。
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。今回タリカンのコレクションが出るってことをとても嬉しく思っているし、これはまた当時みたいにみんなに見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career, and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
There we go, Destiny. Took forever.
In June, Bungie revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2, Beyond Light.
Finally. Only took forever. Prophecy. I have completed that entire dungeon solo without dying.
As you step away from the light,
That's the Courts of Savathun.
we need only look
pyramid ships.
Focus your power. Let it grow.
Europa.
Our fight
Stranger.
is far from over.
Warlock. Titan. Hunter. Warlock, the Shadebender. Okay, so their super allows them to freeze things. Some new sniper. Hunter, the Revenant.
Let them come. This is their fate. One after another.
The Behemoth. Crash like an avalanche. That better not be a super. That looks really underwhelming. Seems like a lot of them are able to freeze things. Still feel like Hunter's probably got the better end of the stick there.
I have one more award to give out tonight, and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is Cyberpunk 2077. Congratulations. Of course, there are even more awards than the ones I announced tonight. So check out the Gamescom Awards user voting, where you can vote for your favorite streamer, Gamescom's Most Wanted, and Best of Gamescom. The winners will be revealed at Gamescom Best of Show, along with cool cosplayers, esports, and more. So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight, but before I turn it back to Jeff, I just want to say
Okay, so it should be near the end.
staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so
I saw what I came for, so if there's nothing interesting, I'm gonna end it.
Thank you very much, Sydney. It's great to have you on the show again.
I've been waiting for so
all right.
long.
Well, a lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like? How will it be different? What is that generational difference? Well, back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet.
I'm gonna get up and take a walk upstairs.
A title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
Alright, as much as I would like to catch another copyright, this is supposed to be just about everything. We've already seen Ratchet & Clank. There's going to be showing us a slightly extended version of what they've shown us already. So that's going to be it for the FFG Reacts to the opening night Gamescom. I'm sure there's more minor things we may have missed. We'll maybe do a recap after. But I have been here for quite a while streaming, and I've already had a crash on me once. So I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and say I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.